Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Kole Raz. Of course, if you haven't heard last night, the seven drivers of the 2021 Alan Kawicki driver development program were announced last night, and Kole is one of those seven. How's it going, man?
It's going good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So before we did this, I just interviewed somebody that was also in this program before. Just kind of tell everybody about yourself.
So I'm Kole Raz. I just turned 18 years old, and I feel like I've been racing for as long as I can remember. I mean, since day one, it seems like I've been involved in it. And, you know, whether it's behind the wheel or out there helping my brother or my teammate Brandon Farrington of spotting or just being hands-on as possible is kind of feel like how my career has been. And, you know, now being in the final seven for the Quickie driver development program is a huge honor, and I can't wait to kick it off.
So kind of tell everybody what you're doing this season in terms of racing and stuff, because, you know, with a lot of these drivers, it's a chance for them to, you know, stand out, market yourself, all that fun stuff. Kind of talk about like what your plan is in terms of racing.
So this season we're running the full Spears SRL Southwest Tour. And that consists of 10 races. We're already 2 races in. We just raced at Kern County Raceway Park this past weekend.
Yeah.
And then we're also doing select races up in the Northwest, places such as Evergreen Speedway, which hosts the Summer Showdown. We're really looking forward to it. I feel like there's just a lot of races we can try and hit. Summer Showdown being one of them we're looking forward to. And who knows, maybe we'll come back east. And you know, my goal is to try and get the Snowball Derby this year to make it out there, and we'll just kind of see how things go throughout this year.
Yeah. So, with the driver programs, and of course, you know, you're 18 years old, so you have a lot of interesting things that, you know, do. And obviously, as you well know, what it takes to, how to be successful in racing. Of course, it's, you know, sponsorship and all that fun stuff. And I know you've got a pretty good plan in the next few weeks. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like, it takes a while to learn as much as racing is just, you know, doing circles and having your fun in a race car. It's the business side of it. And that's the most important part. And that's the thing I've been able to enhance the last few months, really the last year, is just trying to network myself as an ambassador and trying to reach out to as many companies as possible to try and secure funding to try and get to that next level. And whether it's in a, you know, select ARCA race or in the truck series, I mean, the end of the goal is trying to make that cup level. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, it's a long road. It's a tough one. But I feel like it's something I'm up for the challenge for.
So, kind of going into, you know, this season, I know that where is your kind of desire, where you're kind of looking at where your next step is going to be? Do you think you might want to move out east and maybe try, you know, late models or ARCA, or maybe see what you can do with maybe, I don't know, maybe trucks?
You know, I'm not sure. I feel like, you know, I keep thinking like that's further down the road, but I feel like that's coming up a little bit quicker than I might think. I'm not sure if moving back east is the right move for me myself. I mean, I'm still in high school. I'm finishing up my senior year. So there's a lot of different scenarios to play in and what my choice will be. I feel like right now, currently, I'm still just trying to get my bearings under myself in super late models and trying to make my name known in that and just finding success there before I try and throw myself into a higher level. And I want to make sure I'm ready. I don't want to be rushed into it. I feel like, you know, there are certain drivers that have been thrown into it and, you know, I just don't think it's panned out for them the right way. So I want to go into it right and just make sure I'm mature and ready for that level.
So kind of talk about, you know, other things that you do outside of racing.
So, I mean, I've played basketball all my life as well. I feel like that's something I've just been able to do through the winter season when I'm not racing, just to stay active and doing something. I mean, with COVID-19, that's been on hold right now. We're hoping to have that happen sometime in May. Who knows? But I'd love to have my senior year of basketball go. Outside of that, it's just really watching film. I mean, I watch a lot of racing and just try and study and learn as much from that. And then, as I said before, reaching out to companies. I've kind of fell in love with that, of just building these proposals and finding certain ways to secure that funding. And I love working out. I'm working out 4 or 5 times a week just to stay active and be prepared for these races.
Okay, so a lot of young guys, a lot of people don't know who you are. So what I kind of do, and if you haven't listened to any of my podcasts before, is I like, just kind of get to know you a little bit. So let's get to know all about Kole Raz. How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh,
all right. Favorite sports team? Like, who do you root for?
Oh, I'm a big Portland Trailblazer fan for the NBA.
Nice.
And then I got to go, if we're talking NFL, I got to go somewhat that's close to home, the Seattle Seahawks.
Nice. Favorite movie?
Days of Thunder, for sure.
Yeah. Days of Thunder over Talladega Nights every day of the week. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite TV, Netflix, Hulu show?
Oh, before, it was always The Office, and now that's off Netflix. I'm trying to find my next show.
If you have Peacock, you can. I think you'd have a full trial of The Office. But if you have Hulu, you have all these access to all these other shows, man.
This is true.
Yes. And Netflix is like I dropped Netflix.
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
Wow.
It's. I don't know. It's just. It's. When you kind of lose everything, it's like, and then I kind of switched over to Hulu, and I'm happy. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, Netflix is, if you like movies, Netflix is your thing. If you like TV, Hulu's, binge watching, Hulu's your thing. Now, Netflix has those, but
I feel like Hulu has a little more variety.
Yes, Hulu does have a little bit more variety. Okay, what's your go-to place for food?
Oh, Chipotle.
What's your favorite meal? Like, what do you like to eat?
Oh man, I like Mexican food a lot, but I feel like you can never go wrong with Italian. Whether it's pizza or pasta, those are kind of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Do you have any pets?
I currently have one dog. He's a miniature schnauzer. I want to say he's about 5 years now. We did have a black lab before him, who passed away last year, but just the one pet for right now.
Nice. Do you have any racing superstitions?
Oh, so for as long as I can remember, my dad always told us to put our left glove on first. I couldn't even tell you, like, if I put the right one on, something's going to happen. But ever since, like, I've been young, it's always put my left glove on first.
Well, for me, it's like, because I'm left-handed.
Are you left-handed?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Is there any other forms of racing that you would want to be interested in? Would you ever want to try?
So my teammate Brandon Farrington in the SRL series, he came from dirt racing. Right. So he did modifieds and he grew up doing that. So he's been kind of rubbing off on me on some dirt racing. I wouldn't mind, maybe trying to go do that one day just to experience it, I feel like other than that, I don't really have any other desire. I feel like just going out on the dirt, slinging some mud, and just having that fun out there would be enjoyable.
Do you have who's your favorite driver?
Oh man, I feel like it used to be Jeff Gordon. My dad was a big Jeff Gordon fan, so I feel like that rubbed off on me pretty hard. Yeah. I've been rooting for Chase Elliott since he stepped in. I don't know. I wouldn't say I really have a favorite driver right now in the Cup level.
Do you have a favorite driver at the truck level, Xfinity level?
Xfinity level, I'm going to be pretty biased. Noah Gragson is the one who I'm always pulling for.
Okay, so there's a story behind that. Do you mind telling it?
Yeah, so we met Noah the year 2015, 2016 is the 2 years my brother ran for Jefferson Pitts Racing in the NASCAR Can-Am Pro Series West. And that's the team that Noah ran for as well. So they were teammates those years. And the two families of us just got really close. And him and my brother became really good friends over that time period. And, we still go out there today, just North Carolina, visiting him. And whenever he comes back to Vegas, which is where our race shop is for our super late model with Sigma Performances, we're able to go down there and visit him when, he's in town on the off season.
That's awesome. What are some interesting facts that people may not know about you?
Oh, interesting facts. Put me on the spot.
I like to do that.
So this is a big one. So my right foot, I have a web toe. It's not like huge or anything, but my second and third toe is just like slightly webbed.
Really?
So the joke is whenever I'm swimming, it doesn't actually happen, but whenever I'm swimming, I'm gonna be pulling a certain direction because of that. That's been the ongoing joke as long as I've been born.
That's interesting. I've never heard that before. So, is there any other cool facts people may not know?
Oh man, I feel like that's the big one right now. I guess another one was, with Days of Thunder being my favorite movie. My older brother Grayson, he named me after that and put a K instead of a C for Cole Trickle. So he got to pick my name, and that's where it came from, was Days of Thunder.
Yeah. Yep. It's a great movie. You should go see it. All right. All right, Cole, thank you so much for spending some time. Let's catch up with you throughout the next few weeks and let's give an update on how you're doing.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on here.